This winter storm is poised to get a lot worse very quickly. Even Donald Trump spoke about the storm and the dangerous cold. That shows you how widespread the impacts could become. Some areas may see up to 2 feet of snow. Other places may see over 1 inch of damaging ice. More than 150 million people could be impacted. This spans from Texas to the East Coast, and it will linger for days, not hours. Let's go through what happens next. This storm stands out for scope and for how long it lingers. Snow and ice converge across the southern half of the country. That overlap is where travel and power issues spike quickly. In several areas, freezing rain could linger for multiple days. That keeps roads frozen and power lines strained. States are already declaring emergencies ahead of conditions statewide. States of emergency include Texas, Kansas, and Missouri. They include Arkansas, Louisiana, and Mississippi as well. Kentucky, Tennessee, and Alabama are included too. Georgia, North Carolina, and South Carolina are included. Virginia and New York are included as well. In hard-hit areas, damage could take weeks to restore. In isolated spots, repairs could take months. The cold behind this storm is also deadly. Wind chills well below zero reach far to the south. Those wind chills can push into central Texas. Farther north, it becomes especially dangerous very quickly. The northern plains and Midwest may see wind chills of 60 below zero. Now, let's look at the watches and warnings because the coverage is huge. Alerts span more than 2,000 miles across the United States. Winter storm warnings run from Boston to New Mexico. That corridor places New York City in the warning zone. Over 100 million people are in winter storm warnings right now. Ice storm warnings are also in effect in several critical corridors. They include southeast Texas, just outside Houston. They include Shreveport and surrounding areas in Louisiana. They include areas just southeast of Memphis. They also extend toward Atlanta and Charlotte. Over a ½ inch of ice is forecast in the warning zone. Over 1 inch of ice is possible in certain locations. That could mean catastrophic tree damage and extended power outages. Winter storm watches are in effect for areas of the warning area. Winter weather advisories span nearby counties too. Even those areas can see icy bridges and dangerous driving. A small shift north can move the core ice zone, so stay aware if you're close to the line. Now let's cover timing, starting with tonight. Freezing rain and snow build up across the southern plains. Freezing rain and sleet extend from North Texas into southern Arkansas. Heavier snow bands form near Tulsa and Oklahoma City. Snow can also expand toward Topeka overnight. Conditions worsen late tonight into the early morning hours. If you're in Little Rock, the snow turns heavier overnight. Memphis can also see accumulating snow overnight. Freezing rain and sleet persist across northern Mississippi and the southern Arkansas. The Dallas-Fort Worth area remains under an icing threat overnight. Roads can ice quickly once rates increase after dark. By Saturday afternoon, the snow zone expands into Kentucky and Tennessee. It can also reach parts of Illinois. At the same time, heavy freezing rain flares up near the Mississippi River. Areas near Monroe and Shreveport are key concerns. Over 1 inch of ice is plausible there through Sunday. That is where blackouts could last a week in isolated spots. This storm has 2 primary waves of winter weather. Wave 1 is tonight into early Saturday morning. Wave 2 forms over the Rockies on Saturday. Then it intensifies and spreads east into the plains. Wave 1 is still dangerous, especially for ice impact, but Wave 2 can deliver 50% more snow. By Saturday afternoon, Wave 2 boosts snowfall across the plains again. Moderate to heavy snow can return near Oklahoma City. Amarillo and Lubbock can also see an uptick in snow. At the same time, freezing rain expands across a wide area. Much of Tennessee sits in the icing zone through Saturday. The icy edge can push into Texas, even as far south as San Antonio. Austin can start seeing ice accumulation by Saturday afternoon. Saturday night into Sunday morning is when everything merges. One massive storm extends from Maryland and Delaware back into Texas. A large area of freezing rain hits the Carolinas. This is the same region struck by Hurricane Helen about 2 years ago. With up to 1 inch of ice possible, outages could be expensive. In some locations, power could be down for up to a week. Farther west, the Mississippi River corridor remains a primary ice hotspot. Significant ice can result in outages by Saturday night. With severe totals, some places could be without power for over a week. This is the area you must take the most seriously. Ice damage can happen quickly and recovery can take time. By Sunday morning, parts of Texas and Arkansas start changing over. Dallas, Fort Worth, and North Texas can flip the ice to snow. Little Rock can also shift into heavier snow. Snowfall rates could reach 3 to 4 inches per hour in bursts. That is especially likely across Oklahoma and Texas. In the northeast, rates are nearer to 2 to 3 inches per hour. It is less frigid there, so the snow is wetter. As Sunday late morning begins, the snowfield drives northeast. Snow runs from Arkansas toward New York City. The heaviest bands can center on New Jersey at times. Northern Kentucky near Louisville and Cincinnati is also a focus. Washington, D.C. can see heavy snow in the heaviest band. Meanwhile, freezing rain remains dangerous farther south. The worst ice sits near the Mississippi River Valley. Vicksburg and areas towards Memphis are in the bullseye. Tupelo could rack up over 1 inch of ice. That amount can break trees and bring down lines quickly. Atlanta may see over a ½ inch of ice as well. That can cause scattered or widespread outages for several days. Later Sunday, heavy snow moves across the Ohio Valley. Columbus, Cleveland, and Cincinnati can see hefty totals. Much of central and northern Pennsylvania can also see deep snow. Southern New England becomes a major snow bullseye too. Connecticut, Rhode Island, and Boston can see large totals. 1 to 2 feet of snow is possible there over about 36 hours. Rates can reach 3 to 4 inches per hour in surges. By Sunday night, snow can flip to ice in the mid-Atlantic. Washington, Philadelphia, and even New York City can change. Most of North Carolina, including Charlotte, gets ice by then. Much of Virginia gets ice accumulation as well. 1/4 to ½ inch of ice is possible across parts of Maryland and Virginia. That is enough for outages and downed limbs. By early Monday morning, widespread precipitation starts to calm down. Light snow can hang in New England on Monday. By Monday night, the storm finally ends. Impacts will continue as crews clear roads and return power. Now, let's cover totals, starting with snowfall. 10 to 15 inches is possible from Oklahoma into southern Ohio. That includes Cincinnati and Columbus in the heavier band. St. Louis may see 4 to 8 inches. Kansas City may see 3 to 6 inches. Tulsa could approach 15 inches in total. North Texas may see 1 to 4 inches of ice. Memphis, Nashville, and Little Rock may see 3 to 6 inches. Little Rock could push near 8 inches in spots. Louisville and Evansville may see 10 to 14 inches. In the Northeast, 1 to 2 feet is expected in several areas. Pennsylvania and New Jersey are in that range. Central and southern New England are in that range too. Boston may see 18 to 20 inches. Northern Virginia may see 6 to 10 inches before mixing. Virginia Beach and areas near Roanoke could see 3 to 6 inches. Farther south into Georgia and the Carolinas, it is mainly freezing rain. Now the ice totals, because ice does the biggest damage. 1/4 to ½ inch is expected from Tennessee into Texas. That includes Abilene and Dallas-Fort Worth. Isolated spots could exceed 3/4 of an inch. That is possible near Paris, Texas, and southern Arkansas. Along the Mississippi River, over 1 inch could be widespread. Tupelo and Vicksburg are key locations in that corridor. Some places could exceed 1.5 inches. In the mid-Atlantic, 1/4 to ½ inch is also possible. Greater totals may occur at higher elevations in the Appalachian Mountains. Areas outside Atlanta may see higher amounts. Upstate South Carolina and western North Carolina can as well. Charlotte could approach 1/2 inch in a worst case. Plan for outages that can last days and longer in the worst areas. The official snow forecast also shows a few bullseyes. A 12 to 18 inch swath spans much of the Northeast. A bullseye near Tulsa and Oklahoma City could be nearly 1 foot. In several places, snow can fall over a glaze of ice. That can make walking and driving far more dangerous. Move slowly and avoid travel during the worst window. We are broadcasting this coverage of the storm on our YouTube channel. We have storm chasers and thousands of remote cameras nationwide. We will follow every shift in the snow and ice lines, and we will be live for more than 30 hours this weekend. Before you go, take a moment and get ready tonight. Finish preparations before icing begins where you live. Charge phones, battery packs, and any medical devices you depend on. Store water, shelf-stable food, and a safe heat backup plan. Avoid travel once roads start icing, even for short trips. Keep a winter kit, a blanket, and a full tank in your vehicle. If power goes out, use flashlights, not candles, and never use a generator indoors. Check on neighbors who may lack heat or power. Subscribe, turn on notifications, and watch the live coverage. Stay safe and stay warm.